Hey guys, welcome back to Rail Chief 74 today here on the channel, and most importantly, welcome back to another product review in today's episode. Now, what I have here on the workbench is my Proto Sounds 2 SW1 CSX diesel locomotive, or diesel switcher, I should say, from MTH. Now, considering that this is a much older model, it'll be pretty much new to all of you out there. And by a huge fan request from everybody online who has followed me, whether it's on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, there was a really high demand for me to do a product review on this engine. So we're going to go ahead and take it on over to the layout here so that way we can take a better look at it and watch it in operation. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so here we have the locomotive placed on the track here. And like I said, MTH really knows how to apply really impressive detail to a semi-scale model. And the SW1 here is no exception. But the one thing that really does stick out to me as far as some of the other MTH locomotives go is definitely the phenomenal job that they've done with the paint scheme on here. The locomotive has a really nice yellow nose in the front with a gray screen vent, which is molded entirely out of plastic. The locomotive is powered by a single DC can motor and flywheel. The frame is secured onto a die-cast metal chassis, and the shell of the locomotive is, of course, made of plastic, like I said. We also have two metal handrails on each side, including some additional handrails on both the front and the back of the locomotive. We have the metal fuel tank on the bottom of the engine, along with the two metal truck frames. We have ladders on each side of the engine, which are semi-painted yellow. And then finally, we have the front and back operating knuckle coupler. All right, so I just want to direct everybody's attention to this side of the engine real quick. Right up front, we have the little F insignia, which stands for the front of the locomotive. So I'm not going to get into too much detail on that. But then right back here, we do have some more important information, including the SW1500, which is numbered at the bottom of the number board, which also indicates what type of model this locomotive is based off of. And then right down here, we have our builder's plate and GM logo, which is a little hard to see from this point of view, so I'm going to go ahead and throw the image up on the screen real quick. But it really does go to show you how impressive not only does MTH know how to apply impressive detail into their engine, but also their decals too. All right, so finally, we're here at the back part of the engine, and just like with the front of the locomotive, the back part of the switcher is painted yellow. And one thing I forgot to mention is that this locomotive also does come with LED lighting, and it is directional, which means depending on which way you run the locomotive, whether it's going forward, the light will go on in the front, but if it goes backwards, then the light will change and the light will turn on in the back side of the cab. We also do have the additional handrails in the back, like I mentioned, and overall just a really great, phenomenal paint job that MTH has done with this locomotive. So I think it's about time to get this thing up and running and do what we do best here on the channel, and is basically to have fun with this engine.
What's it say on the switch list? I'm looking it over now. We need to throw 14. We'll send the car knocker over.
One last thing that I want to mention before we go ahead and wrap up the video here is that MTH has also applied some small attention to detail on the side of the engine here. Right where that little gap is, there's a door that's supposed to slide open, and the door is spring loaded, just like on some of the other models that MTH has made over the past few years or so. Now, unfortunately, this one's kind of crooked, so I got to open the engine up at some point and figure out how to fix that. So hopefully that shouldn't really give me too much of a problem. But it really does goes to show you how much small attention to detail that MTH can apply to some of the even smaller scale models on any locomotive that they make. So I really hope that you all have enjoyed watching today's video. As always, my name is Mike. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to hit the notification bell down below for any other project that I upload. But until next time, thank you all for tuning in, and I hope to see you all in my next video.